Today, I'm going to show you how to rank #1 and automate Perplexity SEO with one click. Based on what's working for me, you can see me ranking #1 for the keyword best SEO speaker right there. That was using Perplexity. You're going to learn my best free methods for automating internal links, external links, keyword research, topical maps, how to create no-code tools with Perplexity SEO for free, how to create content that actually ranks, as you can see right here. And if you're skeptical that Perplexity SEO is not good, you can see their traffic has just gone from 0 to 2.6 million SEO traffic, and that's only increasing, as you can see right here. Now let's get into it. All right, so first thing we can do is we can actually use Perplexity to fact check our content before we actually publish it. For example, if you look at this article right here that was generated with Copper AI, the content and the names on the list itself, including who the best speakers are, and this is ranking #1 by the way, for this particular article, we use Perplexity to fact check the content. Now, how do you do that? Because obviously you don't want hallucinated content inside your articles. So what you can do, and I'll give you all the prompts at the end of this video, is we can go onto Perplexity. We will not be using the pro version, so we're using the free version in this example. We're going to put in this prompt right here. I'm going to say, we're creating an article about, and you insert your keyword right here. And then you're going to say, give us a list of the best SEO speakers. And then if you want to include any names, products, brands, etc., you can list them right here. And then just give us some information, or if it's about people, then give us a bio. The beautiful thing about this prompt is that the content that you create with AI is going to be fact-checked, which avoids hallucination, and you can automate it using Perplexity. So for example, if you're on a Mac, just hit Command and Enter from there. And then what you're going to see is the fact-checked information with Perplexity, which solves a massive problem with it. The last thing you want on your website is loads of hallucinated nonsense that makes your brand look bad. And number 2, doesn't convert because it's just a load of gibberish, right? So for example, if we read this example of myself, it says Julian Goldie is an SEO expert, which is true. And the founder of an SEO link building agency, also true. He's been building backlinks for over 6 years, true. And every single fact inside here is completely true. That's what you want, right? And you just automated it in one click. That's what we like to see. Now, I'm going to come on to different ways you can create the content based on what's helped me rank as well, but I want to show you this process first because it's going to save you a lot of time. So what we can also do is automate the fact checking for our content in terms of external relevant resources. So if you go to home, then go to ask anything, and from here we're going to use this prompt that says, give me relevant authoritative external links for my article about keto brownies, include the source, a link to the original research, why this is relevant, unless you can link to it. Do not even mention it, mate. And you can just replace this for whatever topic or niche you are in. We're going to hit enter. #1, that will bring up a bunch of relevant external links like this, as you can see, so we can use those for our content. But also you can see here how it's referenced the sources with the link, along with why this link would be relevant, which means that you can just go through the list and you're like, I want this one, I don't want that one, etc. And it can selectively give you useful information and resources for your content. Now we can also automate the internal links. Bear in mind, you can actually combine these prompts that I'm giving you into one big super prompt, which means that you automate the external links, the internal links, and the fact checking in one single go. And the beautiful thing about Perplexity is that it's connected to the internet, so we can automate this for free with one single click. How do we do that? So what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to say site equals, and then I'll put in my site. Then I'm going to say, give me relevant internal links for my page about best SEO tools. You can change this with whatever page you're creating for your website. And then we're going to say, so that it links from this page to other pages on my site. Don't recommend generic pages because we don't want like an about me page or a contact me recommendation. And then we'll say, plus give me the recommended anchor text. Only use pages published on the site. And I want at least 5 recommendations. Not that I'm picky. So you can see here that it recommends the anchor text and it explains why that page is relevant to the page that you're creating. So why is it a relevant internal link? Now, if we click on that link, you can see that it directs directly to the page that it's talking about, as you can see right here, pretty nice. And the other cool thing about this is that if it doesn't find enough recommendations on your site, it will give you recommendations off your site. As an example of this, it said no relevant page found on the site, but an external link was found on YouTube directly to my channel, Julian Goldie SEO. So it actually figured out what my YouTube channel is and then recommended a page to link to. So you can see, for example, here it's pulled up my YouTube video and said embed that within your content because we can't find enough internal links. Pretty nice. Now let's talk about content creation. So let's say you're creating a content from scratch, you're not even sure what keywords to go for. We can put in a simple prompt like this, give me 20 ideas, S niche equals whatever your niche is, and then for keyword research, do this, right? Now, it also give me localized keywords because I've put that inside the prompt, as you can see, and it's generated a bunch of relevant topics. So for example, let's take a random one like SEO training Singapore, and you can see that's an easy keyword. We didn't even need the keyword tool to do it. Simple and easy stuff. So that's how you automate the keyword research in one prompt. Now what you can do is you can take your competitor's top ranking articles. So let's take this page that's ranking number 1 for me. We'll take the content from that page. We'll plug it into Perplexity, as you can see, underneath the prompt. And then if we scroll up, we're going to say, with my competitor's article, generate an SEO content outline from article, give me a list of all the relevant headings, competitor headings, order the content in a clean, easy to copy and paste list of headings, make the headings relevant to SEO, etc. I've put the keyword in there. So it's all custom tailored to my business based on my competitors. And again, we can automate the content outline in one click too. And as you can see, it's using the data from my existing ranking page. So it uses the data from your competitors. Why is that important? Because you can easily figure out, okay, this is what's working for my competitors, so I'm going to emulate a similar thing because that's what Google likes. But you can also personalize it to your business. So when you're creating the content, you can plug in the heading right here, and then you can plug in the source context right here, right? So for example, I could put in information about my brand and me, then I can plug in the heading, and then with this prompt right here, we can generate some nice content. Again, this is not using the paid for version of Perplexity. It is completely free on all the stuff that I've shown you so far. Finally, once you've generated the content, you want to use this SEO manual quality control checklist, as you can see right here. What I would say about everything that I'm showing you today is that this is great for creating the first draft of your content, but before publishing, use the SEO quality control checklist. It will help level up your content. I have a whole video series and list of workflows and SOPs on quality control. You can check that out, links in the comments and description to the free course. And bear in mind, poor quality content is bad for you, the user, and your sales. So always quality control. Like you can see with this article, it's actually pretty nicely written, it's actually interesting, and that's why it's ranking number 1 and staying ranking number 1. As you can see, this was created a month ago, but it's still ranking. Now, what you can also do is if you go to Perplexity and then go to library, as you can see right here, we can start a new collection. All right. And these are basically like free SEO tools that you can use to automate everything that I've shown you so far. So for example, you can see this keyword planner section right here. And you can see if we click on this, it says AI prompt applied. So it's pre-built with the prompts that I've already created so far. And for every single prompt that I've shown you, including fact checking, internal links, and everything else, you don't need to keep typing it every single time. You can just generate it in one click using a collection page. So you can see, for example, it's pre-plugged in with the prompt. Now, how do you create one of these? What you can do is you click on library on the left. And I think this is only available for the pro version, so I'm just giving you the heads up, but it's not expensive. Then you're going to go on to create a collection. We can put, for example, internal links, as you can see. We can plug in emoji. We'll put link as the emoji. Then we'll put internal link generator. And then we'll take the prompt for internal links, as you can see. We can plug that into the AI prompt. This is all custom tailored to my business. You can even make it shareable with your team, as you can see right here. So if you want the link for that, I'll leave it in the SOP. We'll hit create, and now we have our internal link generator. So inside the internal link generator, I've put keyword equals best SEO speakers, site equals juliangoldie.co.uk, and now you can see it's generated relevant internal links in one single click, all custom tailored to my business, because I've created that free tool that generates internal links for me on autopilot. Anything that you do more than 5 or 10 times, automate it with a tool like this, bookmark it, save it for later, you'll save yourself hours of time. If you want the SOP for that, I'll give you access at the end of this video. Plus, you can see I've even created a topple map maker, as you can see right here. Now, let's step it up a notch, right? So what you can actually do is generate one-click tools using make.com, which is like a free version of Zapier. It does automation. You can link multiple apps together. It doesn't require any coding. And you can see here that I am on the free plan. So it doesn't cost anything to use make.com to automate stuff. Now, if we go to scenarios over here, you can see that I've created multiple different scenarios. We'll just go with the Perplexity and Claude automation, as you can see right here. And what you want to do is plug your API from Perplexity, and then you can route that to creating content with Claude, and it will publish it to WordPress, or you can publish to your social media channels. So you can see right here in this automation, it takes my competitor's URL, or it can be one of your existing URLs. It's going to run it through Perplexity and say, summarize the content from this page. And it's got my page right there. And one key thing I want to say about Perplexity, right? It can actually scrape live URLs, which is amazing because most APIs can't do that. And you don't need any coding experience. You can just plug it into make.com. Very easy to set up. I've got really detailed guides on how to do that. Then you can route that information from Perplexity to your website, as you can see right here. So it takes the content from Perplexity, routes it to Claude, and then Claude creates an article that then drafts a post on my website. Doesn't publish it, drafts it first, then we can quality control it. You can see here as well, it creates a social media post using Perplexity and Claude, and then sends me an email of the copy that I can then just approve or manually edit before I publish to social media. Again, you can see if you want to send it directly to Twitter, you can do that right here. So you can route the information from your competitor's URL to Perplexity, to the router, down to Claude, down to Twitter. Pretty amazing stuff. Most people will charge you money for that. I'm just going to give it for free inside the SOP. So you can see I've linked to the JSON file right there. And then if you're in make.com, you can just go to import blueprint and upload the JSON file that I've given you. Customize it to your business. Boom, you just created yourself an AI tool and you didn't have to code anything. The final thing that I want to show you is how you can actually rank inside Perplexity, which is extremely important. Because if you look over the next 6 to 12 months, as Apple, for example, releases ChatGPT into their interface, as other iPhones and other search engines become more popular because AI gives people answers so quickly and is so powerful, it's really important to start thinking about how you can start ranking inside these models, right? So for example, Perplexity gets 2.6 million traffic, very popular tool. It's only going to grow in popularity. And as you can see, for example, if you type in Perplexity SEO expert into Perplexity, you can see that it links to my YouTube channel right here. Now, why is that important? Because it's not about having a website so much anymore. It's about being the biggest brand. It's very different. What I mean by this is that with SEO, people are always going to search, but they're not necessarily going to search on Google anymore. Or they're not necessarily going to search in the traditional way anymore. So if you look, for example, inside this Perplexity answer, it doesn't necessarily link to my website. In fact, it actually links to my YouTube. It says, as an SEO expert, Julian Goldie's revealed a new method to leverage Perplexity's AI SEO update for massive SEO gains, right? Who are people going to hire if they're looking for a Perplexity SEO expert? This cheeky geezer right here, right? The future of AI SEO is a battle of the brand, not the website. Sites are basically the last touch point, not the first. Mentions are going to be crucial, and that means mentions across multiple platforms, not just your website. There's going to be a lot of people who are thinking just in terms of their website and don't adapt, and they won't post multi-channel, which means that they get left behind when search changes in the future. And bear in mind, the velocity and the impact of AI is only speeding up. It's only getting faster. And so it's super important to understand this. That also means no more keywords. People are just going to be typing in random topics into AI, and then it generates you, but it's more of a vague thing. It's not like a specific keyword that you're going for. So you would try and cover a whole umbrella of topics, which you can do with a toggle map. If you're not sure how to generate a toggle map, I've got an SOP for you right here. It's completely free with a free tool. As you can see, you can plug in your keyword and then it automates a whole toggle map for you so that you're not just relying on keywords, which means that you're going to be more successful with AI SEO in the future. And I even have a video tutorial breaking that down along with the Google Sheet template that you can steal from me. But that's basically it. So I've shown you how to automate fact checking with Perplexity along with content creation. I've shown you some of my best prompt examples, including how to automate internal links, keyword research, external links, etc. I've shown you how to create your own one-click tools, as you can see right here with Perplexity, so that you can automate most of the stuff I'm talking about. I've shown you how to generate make.com automations, which require no code, but create very powerful automations across social media and your website. And I've also shown you how to rank inside ASEO, and I've shown you proof that every single one of these methods works. So thanks so much for watching. If you want to get access to everything that I've talked about today, we've covered a lot, and I'm going to do a live stream on this as well so that we can go through a slower, unedited version of the training and answer any questions as we go along. I'll be doing that for free on YouTube, but if you want to see the schedule for my live calls, join the SEO Elite Circle. And I'm going to add the SOP and everything that I've talked about today inside my free SEO course, which is going to be inside the free SEO tools section. It'll be called Perplexity One Click, as you can see right here. I don't know anyone else who's put together so much information and so many different tools and methods for free. Most people would charge you thousands of dollars for this. I'm giving it to you for free because I want to help you with SEO. And by the way, if you want to get a one-to-one SEO strategy session where we can show you one-to-one how we take websites from 0 to 145,000 visitors this month and generate thousands of dollars in sales on autopilot, feel free to book in your free SEO strategy session. Links in the comments and description. We'll give you an SEO domination plan. You'll discover the secrets of link building. We'll answer any questions that you have. You'll learn the best link building strategy for your website, how to quickly outrank your competitors, and how to increase your SEO traffic. That is completely free. Link in the comments and description. Appreciate you watching. Bye-bye.